It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Toke, and I had an idea to kind of do a video about Solak, the new boss. Earlier this year in October, there was a content showcase where Mod Ramen, like somewhere in the end, he showed a bunch about the boss, a lot about Solak, and I mean, it wasn't really a lot, but I felt like I'm gonna do this video is about basically all the stuff that he showed and all the stuff about the boss that I know so far. So moving on to what it looks like, this is the boss in its very early stages. It is a clay formation. It's not really it's not done. So basically everyone knows that there's going to be dual tier 92 range crossbows, because all the other combat styles have their tier 92s out now except for range, so obviously this one's going to be range. And so another thing that like really interests me a lot is that when I was looking up pictures of Solak and stuff, there was this picture of a guy pulling something out of a chest. So I feel like it could be like a chest oriented boss or whatever. Like when you loot the boss, it could be like a Raxor or Telos, excuse me, where at the end of the kill you loot out of the box. And I mean, no one really knows much of the content that it's going to have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show some clips from the content showcase and what Mod Ramen showed. And first of all, I would just like to say that all of this is in very, very, very early stages and has not been, like, not much information has been released about it since the last showcase. So I'm going to see if we can like maybe like start a discussion and like figure out like what the boss mechanics are going to be like, or like what to expect, etc. And like, I mean, I think it'll be really cool, and I'm really excited about this, and I hope you guys are too. Like, if you guys don't know anything about this boss either, I think it would be cool to kind of have like a small idea of like what the hell we're gonna do when we go in there. And secondly, whenever this comes out, be sure to follow me on Twitch. The link in my description is below. Like, I mean, I know I'm not like the best tier PVMer in RuneScape 3, but at the same time, like, you should watch us because it's going to be straight memes. And so anyways, I'm going to get into the video of the content showcase. So here's some pictures. These were some pictures that I found on Google that were like the pictures that were released in the content showcase. So without further ado, I'm going to get right into this.
Now, Solak is, you can see the model. I'll get Mod John to stick that up in a bit. But Solak is the next group boss encounter coming to RuneScape, coming in at the top end. Is that on live
Can we
now?
bring that up on the screen? I'll let you know when it's up.
Yeah.
Nice.
So as you can see, Solak is, his models aren't currently plugged in because I've just been working on the prototypes for the attacks and the sub-attacks which we're introducing. So I'll show you some of them now. You'll see lots of debug being spat out, a lot of stuff like life points is not in, damage is not in. You know, you want to focus on function before fluff. So that will come to the end. So as you can see, I've got him spawning, him attacking, and he'll start reeling off his sub-attacks, and then he'll start reeling off his normal attacks. But because this is, you know, my test world, I'm able to just, you know, slam some debug. As you can see, stuff's going down. I'm sure everyone's going to be reading the messages and
snipping them, and then And
as you can see, we got something new in a boss fight, which is a second health bar.
Sorry, I can't help but notice your placeholder messages. No player found tell the daddy controller.
Great.
That's what it says. People will see it.
Yeah. So I went through earlier and I was like, have I put any swear words in? But apparently I missed that one. So I'll show you some little things, some little attacks. No. Okay. Here's one attack. So he's jumped to the middle. He's regenerating and he's pulled up a healer. So if I go over and bop the healer, I'm able to take him down effectively, but he's still regenerating, and there's this little pulse. So you dive into the pulse, and vines will pull you underground and throw you up in the canopy. I know you're not up in the canopy, and you'll have to deal with this huge root who's up there. So this is part of the multi-level kind of fight I'm going for. Some people will be fighting up in the canopy, some people will be fighting down below.
That's awesome.
So you kill it, you drag you back down, and then a damage will go stop his shield.
How many people are you looking at in regards to a boss fight here?
I'm capping it at 7.
7, okay.
But obviously it's going to have its duo mode. Here's another cool attack. You can see what's going on. I won't show you too much. But what goes up must come down. These are prototypes. I was actually walking in the Lake District, and I threw a rock up, and that was instantly like I knew what I wanted to do for an attack.
Are there any prereqs for this boss, by the way? In regards to getting into fight? None?
None.
Okay, there you go.
You're able to just completely go in, do it. And obviously, I don't know if I mentioned earlier, there'll be a special duo mode. So I'll show you one more thing. Oh no, I've just phased it. I need to restart. Tele home. Boss. Yeah, as you can see, super debug. I can't wait to get like the model in and working. There's nothing. I see someone's in the chat said solo. There's nothing to stop you going in and attempting solo.
And there won't be any party hats up for betting on this one.
Nah, I'm never doing that again. Let's see what this one does. If I use it on him, oh, come on. Okay, we've seen that one. What does this one do?
This is great.
Oh,
hello.
Okay. So this is my favorite mechanic. Oh, you saw the new nature style hit there. So he will slam his hands into the ground and basically start binding himself with the earth, and the players will then have to DPS. He broke free somehow. And I know why, but
yeah, he'll be stood still.
Yeah, he slams his hand into the ground. I'll redo it just because. He slams his hands into the ground, and you'll have to DPS the roots to stop him sort of siphoning the ground out. Once you've damaged the roots enough, he'll sort of flinch a little bit, and then you'll be able to, hack at his legs. You'll go for his legs, and then that will open up his massive chest, and out of the chest is his main. It's the energy of the elf that has consumed Solak. So Solak's actually a really nice guy, but because he's been consumed for all these years, he's just completely corrupt.
If you guys think it's going to be a small boss, I believe you may be very wrong in that statement.
Yeah, he's gonna be big. It's looking a bit messy here, so I'm going to tally out one more time. I forgot what all my debug has done because I've been on Evil Day for quite a while. If I do this. I'm super excited for this.
I can tell. It's coming off nicely, which is pretty awesome to see.
Learn a lot from AOD. I didn't want to do a mass because a mass really put a hindrance on this, but with a team cap and making sure the duo mode is different enough, it'll make it something truly special, I hope. So let's touch the water, even though it's not water, it's just the next thing. Let's see what this one does. Ooh, what's he done? No, I need to remember to stop doing that. Okay, so he's gone over to the tree, he's put his hand up on the tree, and he's charging a massive hit, but you picked up your cool shield, and
I love your placeholder text. Yeah. Taking a hit from the hench tree.
Yeah, so this is how I work. Usually
this is great.
It's just spam, but like I need to know.
Yeah, of course.
When I'm deving on the fly, I need to know what's going on. So sometimes I like to have a little bit of fun with it. And now I know it's called a relic shield, and everyone will be like, ah, but it's fine. It'll just be an energy shield.
Awesome.
Let's YOLO another random one. What happens when we do this? Ooh, sub attacks. Tank pummel. Everyone's going to be reading all this, the different text, everything. It's going mental. As you can see, as I said, it's in very early stages, prototyping a lot. Boss is functioning from start to finish.
Oh, 30k. Oh
yeah, there you go. Boss is functioning from start to finish. Hopefully, once I get animations, I can start rolling out to you guys, obviously for playtests.
Yep.
And then I'll be able to show more. But Solak's coming along really nicely.
Nice.
Alright, so basically for the most of this video, I just let his basically Ramen's explanation go, and so you guys could just hear what he had to say. But it looks like this thing's a healer, so it looks like it's healing the boss, and it looks like he has like 100,000 health. So people are gonna have to DPS that, and then it says whoever's like on that roll. I feel like he said this thing right here. It's going to throw you up into the canopy. So I feel like there's going to be a roll to where that's one person is like set to where they go up into the canopy and fight this int looking thing, and then Solak drags you back down, he said. And then I clipped all the special attacks that he showed. There's like a bunch of different ones, and I mean he showed them as well. So like this one looks really cool, man. It's like a bunch of explosions going off. I really have no clue what's going on. So all these explosions, like I have no clue what it could be, but it looks like it's hitting 4K typeless damage. And he said that all the chat is fixed where you can't see it. There was also a pool that I didn't include, but there's a pool over there somewhere and it does something, and I'm not sure what it does. Also, these two pillars, he said that Solak is going to be charging, and you have to DPS the pillars and do damage to them to keep him from siphoning, and then you attack his legs, and then you attack his chest and his arms. And this boss, like it said, like the way that he's saying is, or from what I understand, is that there's going to be different health bars on the boss itself, to where you're going to be fighting his arms, his legs, and fighting his torso to open up his this big place in his chest where he'll be most vulnerable. And I feel like this boss is going to be completely awesome, and this is in like completely early stages, like he said, and I'm interested to see what everybody else has to say about it. And thank you so much for watching if you watched. Let's start some conversations down below, and I've also got a Discord server, so if anybody's interested in joining my Discord server, you can follow me on Twitch. But yeah, let's get some conversation going on this boss. Thanks for watching, guys.